So this is the first one, 50 Shades of Grey. Check it out. You can see. The second one that I will talk about is Superman, Man of Steel, which I've already talked about in a previous video. But specifically in the Man of Steel video, you can see a few things. Let's see. Number one, you can see that hidden in Man of Steel is these references that Superman is actually God himself. And one of the references is, if you see Man of Steel, when the young, maybe he was like maybe 13 years old, when he was in the bus and he was riding along on the road, remember the bus flies off the road, off the bridge and into the water, into the river, and it sinks. And then the 13-year-old Superman is conflicted, but he decides he wants to save the lives of everyone on the bus. So he gets out the door and pushes the bus sinks, but he pushes the bus back onto land. Anyways, when he's in the house with the mother of the kid that he rescued, the mother says this phrase. She says, Clark, this is not the first time Clark's done something like this. And she said, the phrase she used was, this was an act of God. And you listen to that and you go, okay, what is that? And what you see is who acted in that moment? It was the 13-year-old Superman that acted in that moment. Was it God? Is she saying that this is like the invisible true God that used 13-year-old Superman to enact his will? I don't really get the sense that is so plausible, especially with me knowing, and you just have to listen, you just have to trust my testimony when I say, I know for a fact that Superman is the Messiah that I am, for many reasons. One of them is I've had many dreams confirming this. But I think it's not plausible to think that it's the invisible God that did it. But in fact, that the 13-year-old doing that, it was God himself acting. And that's why she said it was an act of God. I'll continue with Superman stuff in another one.